Uh, oh, okay. It's your boy, Mr. Israelite, and I want to let all the people know, brothers and sisters, it's real life out here in the streets, especially when it's real fight out here when it's beef. All right. We gonna go get into some more. Cause I had some little technical difficulties last time, but I think I just fixed it. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we picking back up on the Mickey D stories. The last one was pretty smooth. They was getting high. But listen, that wasn't. I found a different problem with this one guy in there. You know, if you ain't see the last one, go back and watch the other one. That kind of threw me for a loop. I thought the one dude was crazy, but the other dude, you know, just go back and watch it. All right. I don't know what's going on this one. This is just a blind Mickey D story. Bear with me, people. All right, now. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Don't sweat it, people. I'm still here. I got it. I'm under control. It's under control.
I used to work the drive-thru window at a McDonald's near my house. I hated the job, and even though it was relatively easy and simple, I could not get over the fact of how little pay I was receiving for all the duties I had. When I first started, I made not.
Here we go again. We can't even get into the store. The creator of this show, like his cartoons busty. And I'm talking about busty. As a newly found content creator, I'm not sure how I feel about the cartoon being busty because let me say, it's because I know that you can control this. See, if the woman was just busty, she would be busty because that's how God created her. Or, well, she ate too much. She might have been pregnant and gained that pregnancy weight. The muscles might not have swole back down. But for the cartoon to be busting, it's just like, yo, bro, you wanted this. This is what you wanted. We didn't want this. We didn't ask for this. You wanted this. Anything for the clicks. Anything for the views. You know, some little anime little creeps running around here. And they tuning in just for this, man. Everybody bow your heads. Heavenly Father, let us pay attention to the story and not the story that this man wants us to know about, that he really trying to tell us about. Amen.
$9 an hour, and after 2 years, they made me a manager, and it bumped me up to $13 an hour, which is a pretty dang good raise. But the amount of responsibility that was added on for that raise to be justifiable simply wasn't worth it for me, and that was partially the reason I ended up quitting. But this incident I'm about to tell you was the real deal breaker for me, and why I said adios to that place. I want to say real quick that a job is a job, and I respect anyone for working with what they have and stepping up and doing what they have.
On this one, She the employee of the month, and he ain't even bothered drawing the eyes on this one. Look, no eyes. Just shirt and mouth. Thank goodness he gave her ears. I don't know what that means, but
Have to do to survive. I'm certainly not going to judge anyone for working at McDonald's, but it simply wasn't worth my time and energy anymore. Especially considering I was able to get a much better job that I'm actually excited to go to every morning when I wake up. Our McDonald's was a 24/7 location at the time, and this was all before COVID. There was this one guy that came through the drive-thru practically every night around the same time, and he would hit on me every single time.
first off, this the dude from the Insane Clown Posse. I recognize him from Farmington Hills, Michigan. He be out. This the dude Eminem was beefing with. I don't know how to feel about that. And he up here harassing Girly. I wonder what did he say what city they was in?
He would call me pretty, ask for my number, the traditional man move. No matter how many times I told him I wasn't interested, he persisted.
And it's even more weird because he telling this girl story with his regular voice. Alright.
I gotta give it to him though. As uncomfortable as he made me, his persistence was insane. It was unmatched with anything that I'd ever seen in my life. I mean it. Every single day for months he did this. Eventually one day though, I was having a particularly bad work week and having a really horrible night on top of it. So I kinda snapped on him when he asked me out for the millionth time. You fucking creep, get the hell out of here and don't come back or I'll have you trespass and you'll be arrested for harassment. I gave him his food and gave him a conniving smile. I thought he would get the memo after that, but I should have known better with how persistent he was, that he was a walking red flag and most likely insane. I kind of had an instant regret moment because I don't like to act like that, and normally I wouldn't. I know it's not ladylike to yell, so I was embarrassed. I try to be competent and not emotional when unnecessary, but something got a hold of me that night and I couldn't keep it in any longer. The guy drove off and I thought that was going to be the end of it. Unfortunately, that was nowhere near the end. Because within a matter of a few minutes, he was right in front of my face. I mean, literally, he walked inside and he even came to the kitchen area I was standing. Keep in mind, this was at 11 o'clock at night and there were only 2 other workers there. One of which was this nerdy guy who would not be able to protect me at all. He was tiny, skinny, and had not a single mean bone in his body. He was a very skittish young man. And lastly, the other person that was there was this younger girl. I forget her name, but it's irrelevant. She was only 16 and she wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. The general manager would make her stay late to help her because we were really short-staffed. She obviously wasn't much help to me either. Hell, they were probably both just as scared as I was, if not even more. The restaurant part of the McDonald's I worked at closed at 8 p.m., so whoever left last didn't lock the door like they were supposed to at 8 p.m. Which was Dylan, I'm pretty sure. He was another manager, and that was a part of his job to do. He must have forgotten to lock it. I was in deep shit now regardless, and my heart sank below my chest. He threatened me and he said he had a gun. He didn't pull it out yet, but he said if any of us attempted to call the police, he would use it on us. I tried my best to defuse the situation to get him to calm down, but it took like 15 minutes of this to eventually get him to leave.
Man, that changed. That all just changed fast, man. Just a little advice. If it's 11 o'clock at night and you got a scrawny dude in there, nerdy dude, y'all working by yourself. It's a 16-year-old girl, underage, working in there. Dude you know is pretty sick in the head, clinically ill, off strength eating McDonald's every single day. Oh, y'all thought I was about to say hitting on her? No, because she busting out her clothes. This is why he came back up there. He getting good eats off strength, busting out clothes. Top buttons is busting open. And you put this little girl in danger. I'm almost blaming her, but I can't because this man is crazy. But this is why you should have known not to talk to this crazy man like that, crazy lady. Knowing the situation, you supposed to be the same one. Off-strength lunatic at the drive-thru. Then he come in brandishing a firearm. So now that done happened and we got that out the way, we're about to pick back up where we left off. Took 15 minutes to calm him down. And you know he crazy because he went from trying to get on for, what would you say, 3 straight months, months and months and months and months, to now he want to kill you in a 2-minute span. 2 minutes, he at the door. He at the door, and then he at the kitchen coming around, brandishing firearm.
Thankfully, nobody got hurt. He eventually walked himself out after a long 15 minutes of convincing him that I won't call the police when he leaves, and he finally ran off. I locked the door immediately, but not before screaming at him and calling him a pussy for acting the way he did.
I thought we just went through this. Put in the comments for me, who really the crazy one? The one that's doing the killing or the one who about to die? This seemed like a straightforward question. Put in the comments for me, give me a straightforward answer. Is it who the crazy one? Look at her. Look at her face. Let me come back. Off strength, look at her. She looked like a Powerpuff Girl. First of all, she actually it just still look crazy.
And he finally ran off.
We expecting that.
I locked the door immediately.
Look at her. Duh. I'm about to do it again. So he can turn around and light that whole. You know they got windows everywhere. It's McDonald's. Where you even gonna hide?
But not before screaming at him and calling him a pussy for acting the way he did.
And then you called him the P word. I'm not gonna get over the lopside busty, but anyway, you call him the P word. That's just provoking him to come in there and you basically assisting in murder off strength, dork off strength child when you don't have to even do that. If it's like that and he the P word, runneth up then.
I don't know why or what got a hold of me to do that. I just had this pent-up anger and it came out of me almost unwillingly.
It was the demons.
My dumbass had to further accelerate the situation by yelling at him, and by doing that, I made everything 10 times worse. That's why your ugly, fat slob ass will never have a girlfriend, you weirdo incel, I screamed. He turned around immediately and started running back towards the store. I, of course, locked the door and ran to the back. So this McDonald's was connected to a gas station, and in the back they had a door that opened up to either McDonald's or the Marathon gas station. Typically, the door was unlocked because the owner of the McDonald's also owned the gas station. And since our store didn't have a bathroom, All the employees had to use the bathroom in the gas station when we had to go. We all ran back there in an attempt to hide and to call the police. Evidently, they had a new hire working late shift that night right next door, and it just so happened that he was a bigger, masculine-looking man, so to our luck, he took control from there. He helped us hide in the back, and he sent the store into lockdown. We escaped through a secret hidden door in the corner of the store, and I was able to run off and get in my car and speed off, despite everyone telling me not to.
You gotta come back to work tomorrow. Do you quit? Do you quit? If you quit, then cool. But they gotta quit too now. Now everybody gotta quit. McDonald's gotta shut down. Crazy man circling looking for the next victim. New guy over there, just cause he is a little stronger, he gotta shut down. He gotta go into shutdown. Dude brandishing firearm outside. All this cause crazy lady. Excuse me if I'm not thinking dude is crazy as her.
I just felt like I had to run.
Look at her. Looking crazy. Look at her. She went from looking cute and getting hit on to looking like this. All of a sudden, off strength, double chin, off strength, Drew on looking eyebrows. Let's not forget that here. She got 2 bangs. She got 3 bangs. She got a bang right here and a bang right here and a mullet in the back now. All of a sudden. All of a sudden. When off strength earlier, she was busty and was getting hit on. Now she double chinned up. Her eyes is busting out her head. Her nose is crooked. Look at her nose. When did this happen? Her mouth crooked. That's look like, y'all know, people from the hood know what that jawline look like. Now you looking like that with that type of jaw. Like loose jaw. Now you loose jaw. And we know you not on drugs, so why is the jaw so loose? You balling up your fist, ain't trying to scrap nobody, running from your life. Yeah. Somehow you got a ponytail in the back now, too. Was that always? I think that was always. I didn't know it was the Elvis sideburns on the side, though. First, off strength, you caused all this. You gotta let crazy man be crazy man, or else just pray for him. That wasn't your ministry. That wasn't your assignment. You were supposed to leave him in the hands of the Most High Heavenly Father. Instead, he about to try to make you go, dare I say it, meeting a little soon?
Luckily, my car was in the back corner of the lot, which was...
No. You should be prayerfully. You ain't prayed yet. You yelling obscenities at this man still. You ain't prayed yet. I'm low-key mad at that.
Complete opposite side of which this guy was on.
Hold on, you got a Range Rover at Mickey D's? What's going on? And low-key, he was in BMW. Y'all two crazies might be meant for each other.
Everyone else stayed, and eventually the intruder also ran off. Guy's name is Gregory something. I don't remember his last name, but he had a warrant out for his arrest and was eventually caught a few months later. I never once returned to that McDonald's.
I'm not giving a closing statement. I'm done with this one. I gotta tell y'all, God bless y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. Take care.